Hey guys, Irius here and welcome along to another video and welcome along to a different video. This is my Gran Turismo World Finals vlog from Barcelona video. Now, apologies in advance, I'm a sim racer, not a vlogger as you know, so the quality might not be up to what you're used to, but I wanted to bring you guys along for the ride because after all, without you, I wouldn't be able to do any of this, so I think I kind of owe it to you to show you what goes on behind the scenes of this sort of thing. So you join me here while I'm trying to get some work done on the plane over to Barcelona. I couldn't get a great deal done though, because before we knew it, the seatbelt signs were on and we were approaching the beautiful Barcelona. Such fantastic views as you try and well, as you approach this city and you land. So we pulled up to the gate, got our luggage, and then we went straight to the taxi and straight to the hotel. The hotel was the Nobu Hotel in central Barcelona, and it was completely decked out. The whole thing had been taken over by Gran Turismo. As you can see, stickers there everywhere. We checked in straight away, and then we went to that little room down the end because we needed to get our media pass and our goodie bag, I guess I would call it. Oh, and we also got our room key. So our room key opened up door 1919 for us. 19th floor hotel room. Absolutely stunning. On the corner, so we got almost panoramic views of the city. And yeah, it was all very, very nice. This was my media pass here. We also got a goodie bag, as I mentioned, with a t-shirt in it. We also had a Brembo like handkerchief type thing. We got a Michelin water bottle and a Brembo keyring. Everybody likes a freebie. I am no different. So once we had a quick shower, we got out the hotel because we needed to make our way to the final for night one. Well, the venue where the finals were being held for night one. We got in there and the first thing you see are sim rigs, which of course made me very, very happy. And this was kind of like the background area. So that's Tom there who presents with Jimmy. That's their little stage. On the left there are all the commentary boxes. German, French, Spanish, you name it. They're all over there. The white sofas, of course, where the players are sitting. And then the stage. The Toyota GT Cup was the competition for night number one. And that was won by Paul Urra, a Spaniard who's kind of taken the World Series or the live events by storm, and the crowd absolutely loved it, which was a bit of a theme for the weekend. Spaniards winning and the crowd absolutely loving it. But before I knew it, that was the end of day one, and it was time for day two. So day two started with a bit of lunch. We had these really, really nice Genesis VIP shuttles. This blue one was my VIP shuttle for the run up to lunch. So once we all got on the coach, we then made our way through the city, past the venue. There it is there. Thankfully it was much nicer weather today. It was a bit gloomy the day before, and we started making our way up the hill towards the spot where we were going to have lunch. And my, what a lovely spot it was. We pulled up, went down some stairs, and you've already got a glimpse of it there, but this was the view from my seat. Absolutely stunning. So we had some lunch, but then we escaped early because I had my sights set on getting a VIP shuttle down to the venue. So we jumped in. I was in here with Tom Harrison Lord and Jeffrey from Michelin, aka the Michelin Man, and we got taken down to where the finals were. Now this car is a serious bit of kit. I've never been in a Genesis before. It had like an iPad thing, had seats like an aeroplane, they were heated, they had massage. It even could smell different ways, which was absolutely amazing. And we were chauffeured to the back door where we entered the venue once more. So we went through some curtains. This is another view here. This is where all the sim rigs were. And those sim rigs were where the Pro-Am was going to take place, the briefing of which you're looking at now. So it was a little bit different this time round because there were so many competitors. We had a 25 minute like quali session, just an open one. We were split into a couple of groups for that, and you had to get through that to get through to the semis, to get through to the finals where you'd be assigned a pro. So you wouldn't have one from the start. But thankfully I got through the qualification race or the qualification quali session, and then it was the time for the 3 semi-finals. So this was semi-final number 2, I think, or number 1. Either way, there were some semi-finals. I got through, luckily. It was pretty nip and tuck, to be honest with you. I got into a massive fight with not physical fight, but a massive fight on track with an ex-Formula 1 driver. You'll be able to see it on the official Gran Turismo channel, but yeah, I just had to get through. You see Steve winning his heat there in the background, and yeah, once we got through that safely, we could relax because it was time for the Manufacturers' Cup final. This was it here. It was 5 laps, I believe, round the Nürburgring. All the team were there. It was a wet start to the race, and it would dry, and it was not short of excitement. It was absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. This is how much it means to them here. Here's Mehdi, absolutely just looking stressed as you like. But in the end, there was a victor, and the crowd absolutely loved it. Once again, it was such a great crowd there. There were so many people in there, and the Spaniards were so passionate. Here's Kaz grabbing the Manufacturers trophy here and presenting it to the winners. Little Michelin man, well, not little, he's quite big actually. The Michelin man was there as well. But yeah, that was the end of the day there. We had lunch, we had our Pro-Am, well, the qualification for our Pro, and then the Manufacturers. This was day number 3, final day for us here, and it started with a tour around the old Barcelona street circuit. Now, I can't remember the name of it. Some of you in the comments may know, but it looked pretty insane. This is a circuit they used before they went to Catalonia. This is the Stadio Olimpico, I think they call it, where Barcelona are playing at the moment. But it was essentially a super fast street track. It reminds me almost of Macau or like a super quick Monaco. It would have been absolutely amazing to race there, I'm sure. I asked to be dropped off back at the venue again. There you can see the Genesis concept car there. In the background, the guys are practicing for the Nations Cup. So this was in the morning at this point. This was sort of mid-morning time. You can see everybody here super serious. I took another opportunity to get some more work done because, hey, this YouTube thing never stops. And then there was a Bulgari kind of staff race. So there was a new Bulgari concept car, and the members of the Bulgari sort of organisation had a fun race. They were in the concept cars, and it was quite chaotic, to be quite honest. Some people, as you're going to see here, got on better than others, but it was fun to watch nonetheless. And a nice relaxer before we got into the Pro-Am race. This is my partner. You were assigned partners. I had Mia Zono, and we got to work. I didn't have too much in terms of filming me in the rig, because obviously I was in the rig and driving, but it was an absolute bloodbath. Had my pink pig socks on, of course, and yeah, there's a flavour of how it went. If you haven't seen it on the official channel, then go and check it out. It was much more competitive than the one that I won, but thankfully I got my win under my belt because I had absolutely no chance. Complete chaos. It was Operation Don't Come Last, and as you're going to see there, we just scraped through to 11th place. But really, I'm just glad we escaped alive, to be honest. What an absolute bloodbath. We all got beaten by a 13-year-old esports star. You'll be seeing him, I'm sure, on the world final stage at some point. But that was done. The Bulgari car was revealed, and it was time for the Nations Cup, the biggest ticket in town. This was a little bit of a different format as well. So there was 3 drivers in a team, Spain, and then they took one race each before the big team event. Spain won the first, Igor Fraga and the Brazilians won the second, and then Spain won the third, I think, or was it Brazil? I think Brazil actually won 2 after Spain won the opener. Either way though, it was time for the grand final, which was of course the Red Bull X 2019 cars at Spa. What a race this was. This was the best of the best on Gran Turismo. It was just absolutely incredible. And fittingly, Spain came through to win. They absolutely dominated. Absolutely dominated. And you can see how much it means to them and the crowd. It was absolutely insane there. Just look at it. It was like being at a football game, to be quite honest. It was so good to see the passion of the Spaniards, the passion of the crowd. Just honestly, it was really quite special. The Spanish national anthem was played out as they waited for their trophy, which was of course given to them by Kaz. And that ended what was an incredible weekend. And guys, while the celebrations are on in the background, I just want to say once again, I know I said it at the start, just thank you. I don't know if I'm going to be going to any more of these, but if Amsterdam and this was the only ones I went to, I just want to say thank you. Without your support and your viewership, none of this would be possible. So thank you guys.